Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and tonight, we're going to see if this test lightsaber blade is going to make it. Now, I can tell you that the stream will definitely wrap up long before the blade finishes. But that said, I'm just using this filament. It's kind of like they replaced the AMS, and so they sent some extra filament. And like, I did not want to use the real filament before knowing.
Security_live just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you,
Pirillo
Security.
Hi, Pirillo Hearts.
Security Live. We were looking for live bot. Bot doesn't know how to say live. Maybe one day it'll know how to say live. Maybe one day. One day soon. One day probably never. I can't teach it. I can't train the bot. So we're going to see what happens. I got a brim on it. Not sure if the brim will help. But even if, the thing is, if it turns out to be successful, I'll still keep it. Right? Well, because it'll be a blade to use. It's kind of like an alternate blade for the Leia saber. In fact, let me go ahead and get you a cleaner shot of this. This is what was printed last night, and you can see the cap turned out great. Look at this. This is 3D Printing World. Did he model this? Yeah. 3D Printing World. Like, no supports at all. See how close I can get it to you. No supports. I would say pretty darn close to a replica, as I could expect, or I could print. But I got the cap on. The cap works. The other one, I ended up gluing the cap onto the end and told Jedi to give it to a friend. But this one, so it's going to be the blade that's printing is going to be this tall for the hilts. It's a little taller than normal, but anyway, I'm going to stick it next to this. I did not have one of these out of the box. This is a Chewbacca Lego figure. A few years ago, Lego sold these figures, and I wouldn't say they were incredibly popular, if only because they didn't seem to sell that well. Or at least if they sold, I see a lot of these thrifting. That said, usually what I see when I thrift the Lego figures are more like Kylo Ren. I see a lot of Kylo Ren. I see Phasma. I see Stormtroopers. I've never seen a Chewbacca. I've seen Darth Vader's, certainly. It is a very awkward looking Chewie, but it was mostly complete. There was only one piece that apparently didn't survive. It was broken. I'm not losing any sleep over it. Won't lose any sleep over it. But happy that I was able to find it for like just a few bucks. Anyway, welcome in everybody, one and all. Bob Carnes Tech Talk, Papa Bear AZ, Fix 'em Dude, the Silver Sunbeam, Cyber Pam. I just watched her playing Elden Ring. And she's caught up on all the Star Warses. Well, maybe not all the Star Wars. All the Star Warses. Sorry, here, let me flip back to this view. Pam, she was asking what I'm in the process of or what I've been making lately. I was just welcoming people in. I just started my stream. I'm currently printing the blade for this Princess Leia hilt to go in there. Welcome, Raiders, indeed. Is it gonna... I heard the announcement, but nothing else. Hutch's Makerspace, hello! Severed Lies, picking up where I left off. Pink, Jay Brinker, Pez Liz, Omaha 3D Prints, Papa Bear AZ, of course. RC Maniac, thank you again for your support, everybody's support. Specifically for the Maker Deck Going to Earth campaign. Dan Drac, good to see you. Yes, it's a Starscream hoodie. Starscream! Hutch's Makerspace, hello. Oh yeah, Cyberpam, that printer is a Bamboo Lab Carbon X1. And yes, it's known for its speed. They sent it to me, And I haven't been using it a lot on stream, but now that the camera, I figured out how to pull in the camera, it'll be easier to showcase prints from there. Of course, I also have my, on my desk, the Prusa Mini, which is printing an R2-D2. And then, of course, in the background, of course, not a horse. I may go course. My horse will go, my throat will go horse. Maker Deck on in the background. Indeed. Thank you for the Maker Deck resub, Fix'em Dude. So I was in the process of welcoming people in, showcasing some new pickups. Not to be confused with pickup trucks. I found a Chewbacca Lego figure, thrifted it for like $4. I think it originally retailed for like 30, something like that. So I would say $3, $4 on store credit is a bargain. So I'm very happy for that. Auxiliary, good to see you. Welcome back to the Play Shop. Ryu, thank you for the host. Thank you for rating in.
Rated my stream with 1 viewer.
Hope you are doing well. I hope your evening is as eventfully uneventful as mine. That's a good thing, by the way. You know, we want good eventful or good events to be good. We want evenings to be eventful in a good way. That's what I meant to say. That with a clear head, clear mind, that is what I meant to say. Yeah, that lightsaber is just currently that it'll take, according to this, I can't believe it's going to take about 4 hours to print that. To print the blade for the lightsaber hilt. But, it would have taken twice as long on darn near any other printer, so I'll take 4 hours. I wonder why, though, because, it's printing concentric rings, so I guess it's a lot of filament to cover. Hopefully, I don't run out of filament. Hopefully. You're just here to experience the weird side of the force. Well, you come to the right place. Printed lightsaber blades, and it took upwards of a day? Wow. So, just shy of 5 hours is a bargain, then. Like I said, my only concern now is potentially running out of filament, but I'm testing the system because it should, if it runs out of filament, it should tell me it's going to run out of filament. Lots of stops and starts? Really? What? For what? Fix 'em, dude. Starts and stops. That's not good. Or I hope if it's a start and stop, you mean to start and stop. I got, this is Incredible Shrinking Action Figure Land. Share what you collect. This is they sent a diorama with an action figure diorama with the action figures I ordered on Prime Day. There was discounts for Prime Day. I got, a few figures that I've already shown you. I've already shown you the figures. But I found this, a dog toy. Ruff, ruff. We don't have a dog yet. Keep trying to convince Diana that we can get a dog. Gonna wear her down to adopt a dog. Welcome into the Play Shop, by the way. Happy to have you here. Idamapeb? I'm not sure how to say your handle, but welcome in. Twitch lied to you and said I wasn't live. I'm definitely live. This is a dog toy. Or just a little pillow, right? A little Grogu pillow. Also, the fourth of 4, the wooden style. Let's see if I can rotate it the right way. The wooden style Darth Vader pop vinyl. These were four were made. I've shown you the other 3. These are Walmart exclusives. And so I had to get them. In fact, you can kind of, well, maybe not from this angle. You used to be able to see it from the old angle of the stream. Limited edition, 1 of 1,000. This is a Loungefly lenticular Vader. Of course, I like this view. I kind of wish it had a different flip to. It goes back to the original trilogy there. Obi-Wan, Padme, Anakin. So it's an Episode 3 callback with Palpatine. I don't know. I think I would love to have had like a burnt like Darth Vader's head in there, as like a lenticular. I thought that would have been pretty cool. But either way, I thought that was neat. Thank you, Auxiliary. Good day, Seorus. Those are old figures. Okay, this is also a thrift. Hoodies, pullover or zipper? Oh, I am team zipper. I'll leave it to a moderator to set up the poll. So, thrifting, I found this. Now, you might remember the screenshot from my old office, my first home office. I have like a photo of my first home office out there. Actually, I can probably pull that up. I had one of these. I had assembled one of these. It's a puzzle. So I asked him, I'm like, well, does it have all the pieces? It does. This one has never been put together, and it's heavy as hell. So either way, I will be putting that together at some point. Maybe I'll end up doing that on my birthday. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, 0.1 millimeter. They're very, very tiny. But it creates a bust, a Vader bust, and I remember putting it together, and I remember having it, specifically a photo of my first home office. Let me see here. Let me pull back to this shot while I dig for. Would it be Chris Pirillo home office? Let's see here. What did I search for to find it? Chris Pirillo. I think it's like before and after, or then and now. Oh boy, now I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Nah, man. Nah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, because it would have been an old tweet. Well, okay, no. There we go. 2021. All right, here's the before and after. There we go. All right, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So right there, you can see the Darth Vader bust right there at the top of the desk. So anyway, that's a picture of my first op. So people are like, oh, Chris, you just got... No, dude, I've had Star Wars around me forever. Forever, I've had Star Wars around me. Forever. So enjoy my first home office view. Now, I've got one more thing. An itch up my nose. I don't know. I don't know if this is this must be a new wave. I don't know if I don't think this is a duplicate. Black Series, where's Hollywood? New wave of Black Series figures? Oh, yeah, wait, no, hang on. No. Wait, what? Oh, it is. Okay, so we got the new wave of Black Series figures. Unfortunately, Hollywood's not here right now. But we'll see which duplicates we have. We've got a Princess Leia Ewok costume. I want to get, I probably should get like a second one of her, if only because Jedi has the Ewok village out. And so she may end up playing with that. We also have a Figrin Dan. You can order, more of these if you want to I don't know if I've got like one other on order with all the instruments to build your own Biff band, Figrin Dan and the modal nodes. They love playing jizz. This is the one I was really looking forward to, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader. I think I've got an extra one of him on order as well, because I'm not sure how many came in the case. This is the new wave. These are to stay in box. Oh man, the first home office, pure 90s. Yes, it is. Mid-90s. Forgot to say Star Wars The Force Unleashed on your Switch. Oh, nice. Auxiliary. We also have a new Obi-Wan with the Wandering Jedi with Lola. Now, here's what's most concerning about this. There have been many Obi-Wan figures, or 2 or 3, and they all come with Lola. Now, what I mean when I say it's concerning is that that means that we're probably not going to see a young Leia figure, unfortunately, because Lola would have or should have come with her. This is a New Republic security droid, also seen in Obi-Wan. Fifth brother, modeled after we've seen the Rebel style fifth brother. But this is styled after the actor. It's Kenobi. This is the Kenobi box. Second Darth Vader. So this one's going to stay out. And I'll have to get a third one, you know, to open. Just in case. Last but not least, Reva. So this is a good wave. This is a really good wave to get. So I'm not sure I'm going to be getting a lot of duplicates of Black Series moving forward. Just the ones that I want to open, basically. That's the plan. Because otherwise, you know, I'm just not, like, do I really want to open a Reva? I don't know. Do I want to open a security droid? Yes. Do I want to open an Obi-Wan? Not sure. Even with that Lola, it's a very small Lola. Definitely Darth Vader, for sure. See, this is why I buy him by the case, because it's easier. Definitely want to get another Figrin D'an in the middle nodes, if only, because the problem is they've gone up in price big time. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe when they go on sale. Leia. Have to get the Leia. So I probably want to get a second Leia, if only for Jedi to have, because I'm sure she's gonna see it and say, I want that. She would. She'll see the little Lola and she's gonna want it. I'm like, dude, it's microscopic. I mean, it's just so tiny. The little pieces are just so tiny. I'm glad that out of all of the figures in that set or the wave, the Vader was the duplicate for sure. I thought I had, the problem is I buy, from all over the place. So tracking what I order from which place is sometimes difficult to keep track of. And I don't know if any of y'all have that problem as well. Just keeping track of what you've ordered, when you've ordered. It can be a bit of a challenge. Because otherwise, you could wind up, missing out on the figures that you want. Now, they currently have, it looks like they have the Leia on Amazon. So I have a feeling I could order that one for Jedi if she sees it and wants it. To have the figure there. Because, I've had small ones out. But nothing large. Nothing taller. It's just, I wish that they'd go, like, maybe, towards Christmas, they'll go on sale. Maybe towards Christmas. Maybe. Because I'm not sure if she's as interested. And $25 for a figure that she may not be interested in, it's like, it's a bitter pill to swallow. I don't know if I can. And unfortunately, buying a case is not as viable either. That's one of the. Am I the only one who has this problem? Yes, I probably am. I know there's like 1,001 Darth Vader figures out there. But this is the newest one. There are subtle differences. Someday has a... Yeah, I got the Lola model. I bought it printed and painted, actually. Hey, Amish Gnome, good to see you. Thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime. I appreciate that, Amish Gnome. Thank you. Astronac, good to see you as well. So trying to keep track of what has been pre-ordered and from where... I've almost come to the point where, like, I get the case, and then I basically give up. Like, I thought I got everything that I needed to get, and then if I don't, I don't. It's just the way it is. Now, as far as, like, the vintage collection is concerned, like, especially when they come up with, like, really good deals, then I like snap them up. Like vintage collection, I'm all for. The Black Series, it's getting to that point where it's like, do I need this? Maybe if it's on sale. Apart from chase characters, like a Vader or a Figrin Dan, right? A Figrin Dan, I'd spring for, likely. I like how Big Bad Toy Store does things, and y'all I don't know if you've ever dealt with it with Big Bad Toy Store, but they have a thing where you can you can put it in your pile of loot, and when you put it in your pile of loot, what happens is it sits around and they ship it all for $4. So you can just basically stack and stack and stack. They tend to be like $1 more expensive than other places, but still not bad. I'm probably going to get I probably need to take mental note when I see these things come in inventory again, because otherwise I lose track. Like, did I get that? I can't remember. Did I get that? Did I open that? And it's usually best to reserve them up front when you know, right? And when you know, you know. It can be, otherwise it can be a bit of a challenge. And ordering, duplicates. Especially the army builders, right? So I'll probably get, another Figrin Dan. How many do you even have? Do you even have any? I'm talking to myself, I know. Well, this is what's on my mind, people. This is what you get. I wish there was an easier way. And there isn't, so it is what it is. Yeah, I know they talk about inflation and everything, but like, hello. I'm telling you, Black Series figures used to be $20. And that was like, that's a lot. But I thought, okay, that's reasonable. But, at a certain point in a collector's life, you just have to make certain decisions, hard decisions. Very hard decisions. It's a hard decision. Because I love Star Wars figures. Love them. Liz was mentioning the Urfgol. Gonna flip over here and point out that we have... Sorry, the music went mute because the audio it got turned off there. When I flip back and forth... Man, my eyes... I need eye drops because, man, my eyes are really itchy. We have, in about a day's time, picked up enough support on MakerDeck. This is to tip MakerDeck to get the MakerDeck team to Earth. This is a chunk and a half. This is great. This is so helpful. This is beyond helpful because it's an additional cost that we haven't necessarily, accounted for, through regular structure, right? But yeah, we're almost halfway to the goal. These are the tips over on MakerDeck to get MakerDeck. And MakerDeck's already sponsoring Earth, but to get Liz there, to cover the travel and accommodation and all that, as well as the sponsorship, this is what MakerDeck is looking at here. So this is why it's separate for tips, not necessarily from the subs and the cheers that do come in. Those do go definitely to covering costs for, the monthly costs for Liz, and certainly other hard costs like StreamYard. But we're soon going to be creating a Patreon campaign. There's going to be a Patreon campaign soon. All right, let's browse everybody's makes now that I showed you everything that I picked up happily. And now I'm kicking myself. I'm kicking myself for not getting or securing an additional Kenobi Vader and Figure-in Dan. I am kicking myself. Hey, Mighty Bean. Only Earth might raise money faster if the highest donor gets to pick where Liz goes. Well, that's a good idea. I would leave that up to Liz. Sounds good to me. What do you think, Liz? What do you think? I'm doing an R2-D2 on my desk here. I'm not sure if I printed another one in white. I might have. Because I was going to take the other one into the coffee shop. Over on the Maker Deck Discord server. Obligatory. I was happy to get the funds to $694.20. Thank you, RC Maniac. Like I said earlier, thank you so much for your support. It's very appreciated. Liz comes to Omaha. Daddy Wazzy did a few of these over the weekend. Had to rearrange the colors. No worries. Doesn't offend me at all. These are PETG. Love them. Good job, Daddy Wazzy. And K2 says, you can print any color, suits your fancy. Totally agree. Prime Welder, more Pokemon card holders. Kevin RS, coming in with a Scottish mount for a DeWalt battery pack charger. Right there. I didn't realize it was as popular as it is, but apparently a lot of people like using it. Feisty Kitty has a vase, a twisted spiral rose vase. I see, so it's like a rose. Filament twisted a bit at the beginning, so I encouraged it at intervals. Interesting. I mean, these vases, y'all love them. Whoa, okay, there's the top. Now I know why it's really a rose vase. Look at that. Omaha 4 resin minis for an order. I'd imagine that's a table gaming order there. They look good. Prime Welder loves her Pokemon. Quick Pokemon slab card holder for someone. I'd imagine you could hold anything apart from, Pokemon cards. Uh-oh. We have a cat invading Maker Deck. There's a new game called Stray, and you control a cat. I can't play it because I'm allergic. Okay, there's the cat. Okay, yes, Liz. Yes, it's a cat. It's a cat. Scratcher! Scratcher! She'll never do it again. Fix'em Dude did a happy birthday print for the Zolon. It is Zolon's birthday. This was the model that was uploaded. And he printed it out. It almost looks like a cake at this angle. Fix'em Dude. It almost looks like a cake. RC Maniac finished the multicolor Krusty Taco practical printing navy Maker Deck mug. Many trials and more than a few failures. 8-color palette 3 print. Dude. I love that. Yeah, I love that. The choice for the tail, too. It's a very colorful tiki mug. Good choice for the base, too. The actual, mug color. Fantastic job. Plum Bob from The Sims for a family member. You must love The Sims. It looks like a Twitch bit. Uh-oh. Speaking of Twitch, my Maker Deck. Why did it disappear? Steven Bueller. It's got a time lapse here. Time lapses are cool. My Bamboo isn't recording time lapses yet. When it does, I'll be uploading them. It's pretty cool. Phone holder from Prime Welder. Feisty Kitty's got more roses and now with stems. Second one from last night. First one's new. No worries. Are those big? How big are they? Are they gigantic? That's right. Jerry 3D HP has a Maker Deck. He was wearing it. He's wearing his Maker Deck shirt on Astro Printer stream earlier. I also got a screen cap of it to tweet. Silver Sunbeam notes BMD before Maker Deck. Mini synth kits from Oscatone. These are pretty cool. Those are pretty darn cool. If I was, technically inclined, I'd print one of those. But I'm not. I'm not technically inclined. It looks like a really cool print, though. Looks like a wild print. Good print. Good print. Over on Twitter, we don't have much to showcase here. Got 5 ads in a row, and instant I got back, Chris showed my print. Okay, RC Maniac, what I was saying... thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to RC Maniac. What I was saying...
Anonymous Maniac 25 a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Maniac 25.
Rick Maniac. I was saying you did a fantastic job. Good choice on the colors. Really good choice on the colors. Hey, Archlord Twitch. Happy to have you here. Welcome back. Feisty Kitty froze up, got back after he scored. Y'all are killing me. Hang on, I gotta load it. It's not as cut and dry as you think. All right. Give me a second. So there's... Did Silver Sunbeams app crash too? Scrolling back. Showcase. Which rose did... I showed both the roses here, and then I scrolled up too, Feisty Kitty. I scroll up. How big are they? I was curious to know, Feisty Kitty. The first one that you showed seemed really large, but those seemed small. Okay, getting back up to RC Maniacs. I was like I said, I was saying that good color choices, really good color choices for everything, and I'm sure Krusty appreciates the effort. If not, he should appreciate the effort because that took you a long time to do. To perfect. You totally crashed? I have to go back 5 days? Oh my god, that's not gonna happen. Over on the Twitters, not a lot of activity today, but Cellar Nerd has made a Mandalorian beer tap handle. A tap handle, pretty cool. Oh, Krusty really appreciates it, okay. Thought that was kind of neat, so that's on printables. I shared that. Big Jono is streaming right now. I believe he's concurrently streaming right now. He only needs like 6 more followers until he gets to 400. So Maker Deck accelerated that. Hope he makes it tonight. That'd be nice. And there's a screen cap that I got from the stream with everybody right after the Zolon raided today, a birthday stream. Look at that. I tweeted a print. A picture of a print. The ghosts. Waka, 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 waka. And a link to where you can download your own after Liz says, where did you get it? Someone else actually, but I sent a link to the generic, not just that model, but all the Pac-Man ghosts that are listed, I think, on Thingiverse. Control-Alt-Print, teasing that he's doing a Cinderwing today, or was doing a Cinderwing on Maker Deck. Earlier, we had Warzala Woodworking doing a cabinet, an arcade cabinet. And Feisty Kitty, thanks for tagging. There's the... See, again, this looks... So were those roses large? Is that... Because it just seemed really, 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 really large. So unless those were different ones that you showed, the full roses. I'm not sure. But either way, thank you everybody for participating there, making it easier to browse, easier to find stuff. Solid prints, great prints. Totally agree. I concur. Now, what's interesting about the blade that I'm printing here on the bamboo is that it should have fit, according to the measurement in the file, it should have fit on the bamboo. Because it's a 256 volume, millimeters, right? And it wasn't. It says, oh, it's gone too far. It's like off the bed. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I actually had to clip off like 5 millimeters from the top. He said, the modeler said that it shouldn't impact the actual model. So I hope it's successful. I mean, who wouldn't hope it is successful? I'm hoping, more than it's successful, is that the filament doesn't run out. Now, this is the new AMS on the Bamboo. So if the filament runs out, allegedly, it'll stop. Because there's a QR, not a QR code, a RFID tag in the spool that should notify the printer that it's out. And then it'll stop. I don't know if it currently falls back onto the other loaded spool. But that would be a problem too, because the second loaded spool is a silk, and it would just be fragile as hell at that point. But we'll see how this turns out. We shall see. I'm not even sure how to change the filament midway. I've never done that before. We're not quite halfway on this either. I can't get a measurement of which layer I'm on. I can see, on my end of things, I can see it's 31% done. A little less than 3 hours left to go. I can see temperatures. I can see, different, calibration controls, but I can't actually see which layer it's on. I kind of wish it had more troubleshooting information. Maybe the mobile app does. The iOS app is out, called Bamboo Handy. The Windows app has been out. I guess you have to compile a Mac app specifically. I'm waiting for the Android app, though, to officially be released. By the time you told us what layer it was on, you'd be 3 layers behind. Yeah, just about, Omaha. It's whipping around. Well, again, if something like this took you 10 hours on another printer, again, this was close to about a 5-hour, or it took you a day. It would take you a day. I would have the patience if I was so inclined. You like being able to see what layer it's on? Yeah, I Feisty Kitty, I would appreciate that information, if only because I could look at it versus, I could see, this is the layer, right? And it would show me in the model, layer. Because I can't eyeball this very easily. I could go by millimeter height, yes, certainly. But because I can tell how much time it's going to take, I can't interpolate, because that could be not accounting for travel, how many, how much filament per layer, all the stats might come in handy. You printed slower to ensure it wouldn't fall over. I used a brim. This is a risk, because the brim here would be hidden with the model. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm yeah, I feel like a brim is gonna be critical. Plus, the bed's not moving back and forth, so there's not gonna be a wobble there. Now it's moving down, right? Of course. Core XY, yeah. Not a bed slinger. So theoretically, it'd be fine. Oh, BC, good to see you.
BC_2_3D just gifted 1 sub.
Thank you for gifting that sub to Future the Clown, BC. Very appreciated. Had a chance briefly to tune into your stream. Zen Bender was there, and y'all were chatting about a Revo. Yes? And you were asking questions about that. I had no feedback, though. I didn't. No feedback. Plus, another gnome was there. Your gnome counterpart was there. Modding. Happy to have you here, Subsector. Hope the evening is going well. You did a brim first time, but it... Uh-oh. It welded all the pieces together. Oh, man. I think this is just an outer brim. And even if it's not... I think it's an outer brim. And even if it's not, I shouldn't have a problem with it welding things together. Because I can always cut in. It's not going to damage the... at least the... It won't damage the the actual blade, the usability of the blade. Amish Gnome, thank you for hanging. Hope your summer is going well. My summer is going fantastic. For the most part, it has been cool, which is awesome. The only problem I'm having with summer is that it's been fine. And then now the weather forecasts high 80s. We're hitting 80s territory. And I know you're thinking, oh, Chris, it's 100 here. Well, I've been having a good summer, and it's about to get really hot. So we're about to hit the 80s. Not looking forward to that at all. On my birthday, it's going to be like the hottest day of the year. I'm like, really? Really? It's just the way it goes, man. It's just the way it goes. I have to hit the restroom. I've been drinking more. I mean, again, staying hydrated. It's important. Tea. The hibiscus. Hibiscus tea is a really nice tea to make and chill. It's good. If you've never tried it, you say, oh, I hate tea. No. Hibiscus tea is different. It's completely, if you've never had hibiscus tea, you can make it. You pour the water. I have a pitcher, right? A glass pitcher. I get the Tazo hibiscus tea, Passion, I think is what they call it. Put 2 bags in, pour the hot water over, let it steep, let it cool down, stick it in the fridge. A few hours later or overnight, you pour it out. It's a nice cool drink to have in the summer months. It's a really, I like it better chilled, cold hibiscus tea. If you've never had it, even if you hate tea, I don't like tea. This to me doesn't even taste, it's tea, but it doesn't taste like a tea at all. It's the un-tea. Some dude says, starting to get anxious to know when my X1 Carver is going to ship. Can't wait to play with it, the AMS. Well, it'll be good to know someone else who has it that we can swap feedback or information or tips. Want to make tea and chill? You could. I make tea and chill. That's what I do. Royal Nomi, happy to have you here. Long time no talk. It's been what? An hour? The un-tea. Wasn't that a thing? The un-tea? Uncola was a thing, not un-tea. Why is Kieran printing a mustache? You can print anything, can't you? Anything. Anyway, I'm full of hibiscus tea because I've been hydrating. JP, how did the sawing go? Was that a saw? The cutting? How did the cutting go? And I'm glad you showed me the safety rail. I still wouldn't personally use it. So, but thank you, JP, for playing host to everyone last night. Amish Gnome says, eBay hates me trying to win a resin printer. I'm failing. Ordered one from Anycubic only for them to tell me might ship next month. Like, what the heck? I ordered an in-stock product that says 3 to 8 day shipping. There was no mention of it being a month for it to ship. Oh, man. To show you up when you grow your next one. Oh, that explains it, Kieran. Jedi was watching old videos of me. Old videos, like 6 months ago when I had a beard. I'm like, I was like looking white, black. I mean, it was, whoa. My beard is very white. But that's why I do the winter beard stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to leave you keeping an eye on what is printing right now because unfortunately the flight attendants have been pouring copious amounts of hibiscus tea in my cup, and I need to relieve myself. Unfortunately, though, the toilets are broken, so I'm just going to pee out the window.
Wait, I forgot. Will you please let me pee? You don't want to see puppet pee all over the floor, do you? Don't answer that. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to chat with you again. I can see that you are streaming, and the people they are cheering, and maybe someone will gift a sub. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. They hope for the sound of silence. We're back! Miss me? Don't answer that question. I need to check my deck. No, just kidding. Haha. My deck is good. Who has a good step-by-step for resin printing? Oh, anybody? Anybody got a good step-by-step? I'm sure they're here. Like, plenty of people around here resin. Print resin, right? Plenty of people. Or a lot. Maybe not plenty. A lot? Yeah, well, I guess a lot is plenty. Yeah. Oh, I do. Okay. So there's the purge. Okay, purge. Don't answer that. No, don't. Actually, I, believe it or not, lemon pepper helps me. I know it sounds weird, but I'm of the age where I need something like a lemon pepper. Where's the... Lemon pepper has some kind of property wherein it, wherein, yeah, I guess I did have more. Okay. So I put some, lemon pepper in my beans today, and I'm like, it actually turned out really well. Lemon pepper's another one of those things. I was like, ooh, pretty tasty. See, I knew if I asked it, Chris would, yes! It's almost a guarantee. It's gonna happen. Just watched a ton of videos for resin printing. Uncle Jesse does a ton of resin printing videos. Oh, there you go. I just don't have that much experience with it. At all. I have none. Oh, hang on. Is Papa Bear's camera frozen? I think Papa Bear's frozen. So he may have already been notified. Papa Bear was streaming earlier today, too. Did a total chick thing and bought printer resin before I researched was required. Oh, man. Well, you know, just be aware that it's different, and you're going to be dealing with chemicals, and you've got to be very careful, and safety is paramount. Paramount. Okay? That's the thing to remember. All right? If you're not, yeah, I mean, if you're not aware of that, it's going to be critical. Where is, oh my God, 2, or get one more. To coat 3D Musketeers, resin is toxic. Yes. We had a brief conversation about that the other day, did we not? Thought we did. briefly, and I told him, I said, I'm not into it as much for that reason. I definitely want to make sure what am I doing before I attempt anything. Well, can't fault you for that. Oh, Akuma Mods, yeah. I'm familiar with some of these names. I mean, some more than others. But the good news is, Royal Nomi, you are surrounded, at least right now, right here, by a few people, quite a few people who enjoy and appreciate helping others. I will be of no help, but I would be happy to connect you to help. That I can help with. Everything else, not so much. But not because I'm being mean. By the way, MakerDeck is, we were 1984 followers. I'm going to try to get a screen cap when we hit 1999 so I can tweet it and say, tonight we're going to party like it's, come on. No, maybe MakerDeck will have a Y2K bug. You appreciate the knowledge? Hey, no worry. You know, like I said, I kind of wish I had more experience to be able to share. But, anytime I have experience in one thing or another, I'm always, more than vocal, I think is the best word to use. In fact, I have a tendency to overshare. But only about things that I know something about. If I don't know anything about it, I will be the first. The absolute number one first to tell you. The first. Dude. Remember that Jumbo Vader figure? They still have it on sale. I'm debating getting a second one. Debating. I did rearrange the big figs on the hutch up there. I had to. I was running out of space. Oh, Ian! How was your stream?
Ian Douglas
I had a
736 rated my stream with 2 viewers.
I had a chance to swing in. It looks like you were doing some printing over there. Yeah, no. You've got something coming up, Ian. What's coming up for you? You got a giveaway, something on the 28th? Did that? Is that right? Hey, Crack Pyrex, good to see you. 1K follower, 1 year anniversary. Okay. It's a good benchmark. I hope your bot is doing well. What do you feed your bot? Code. You feed it code, right? Hit them both within a few days of each other. Oh, that's nice. People aren't as lucky so much sometimes. That's a good staggering. You see? No, you can't. If I turn off the bamboo angle. Oh, you can kind of. Well, at least now you can see the top of that Darth Vader against the shelf. This is a Polymaker PLA Pro, the white. I love the white. It's been the most white I've ever used, and it works. The other whites I've tried don't work. White can be, I guess, a challenge when it comes to PLA. Your local store stopped selling the dill pickle potato chips too. What? Aren't there many brands of those chips? Pretty sure there are multiple brands. Fairly confident. Never mind me. I'm opening figures here. White is the worst color for filament. I'm telling you, I've had the problem, but the Polymaker white, the PLA Pro, is perfect. It is perfect. Not a single issue, not a single hiccup at all. Yeah, it's good. Selena! Hey, Selena, good to see you. Happy to have you here. Welcome back. I know what brings you here tonight. Filament. Now, everyone knows Yusu had sent a spool of their what would you call it? Like a tricolor filament. This is the one spool I've got. I'm almost done with it. Like halfway done. I've printed that much in various things. Let's go ahead and showcase, since Selena is here, a few of those things that have been printed in the filaments. Here's one. Oh, I gotta glue it together. This is the supportless. In fact, I'll go full for you, Selena. Give me a second. Which one? Let's do this. So I don't have it glued to the base here, but this is one bust. This is a supportless Vader bust. Eastman's supportless Vader bust. Like I said, it's not glued on, at least not yet, or not now. I'll probably have to. See, another one I've got the Maker Coin, that Fix-Em Dude model. This one turned out really cool. Like, is it blue? Is it green? Is it red? Yes, it's all three. So I thought that was an interesting color combo there. I also just finished overnight. I haven't tweeted this out yet, but overnight I printed a series on MakerDeck of the Mando helmets and the Death Stars. I've got like a sheet. I print like multiple, and what I did on the same print was I had the Mandalorian helmets and the Death Stars facing different directions. So I ended up getting 6 of each in different directions, including here. That's the Mando model, but then I also have these little Death Star, little disco ball Death Stars at multiple angles, various angles. Had fun with those. Also today finished the Jawa. Now, since the silk is a little more brittle, that's a known thing with silks. I had an issue getting the Jawa's belt on, but I just went with a regular old white PLA, and it was fine. Came together fine, snapped together fine, even though the legs snapped together fine. And then also needed to finish the Stormtrooper one with the same white, because I thought that would be kind of cool, just to make it stand out a little bit more. This is like one of my favorite ones to print. This is, by the way, Selena, this is an articulated model. So people have been seeing me print these on MakerDeck and then on these streams as well. I'm looking around. What else did I? What else? I printed a lot of those figures. Oh, I did the Vader one you've already seen. Well, I mean, I print a lot of Vaders. Let's face it. But this is the one that I showcased on Twitter briefly. This is the first thing I think I pretty much printed. This one turned out really nice. I didn't print a second one of this one, though. Just that one so far. I know I did at least one other thing. See, the problem is after I print them, then I place them somewhere. Like, cause I mean, they go here, they go there, they go here, they go there, they go everywhere. So I've been having a lot of fun with the filament because let's face it, it is a fun filament, a blast, really. Luxa the Great. Was that a typo? Should that be Lucas? I gotta sit up straight. I got a posture check here. Thank you. How'd you get the different colors of the same layer? Sorry, just joined. No worries. That is a special filament. This is a Yusu filament, a tricolor filament that Yusu had sent. Selena is here. I'm not sure if Selena is still here. But it's the same filament that it's put together. So you press a button, you print, you go. It's easy. It's simple. C3PO would be awesome. All right, hang on just a second. That's what I'll grab. Where'd it go? I wound up doing 2 3POs. I did a Vader one too, but I did 2 3POs. Because I was like, well, let me see if I can mix it up. So one happens to be dominated more by a red-blue, and the other one's more of a blue-green. So 2 different, same model, obviously, same filament, just printed at a different angle. Just printed it at a completely different, yes, so good 3D printing. So you ask, and I will deliver. Got the Star Wars figures back here. Now, that's not, that is compared to the regular C3PO. We got our Lando Calrissian. Let me provide a discount to try this filament if anyone's interested. Selena, I don't think anybody would turn you down. Go for it. Drop it. Do it, Selena. Why not? Shoot the moon. Like the toothpaste. Exactly, Luxa. Like the toothpaste. KDYSTC10 is the code. Is that a 10% off code? Does it depend on the position you place in the spool? No. Well, yes, it depends on the position of the filament relative to the spool. But once you have that, once you've loaded the filament, you can experiment and then ultimately change the direction of your model as it's being printed. And that will give you the color that you want. Amish Gnome, this is a filament for Yusu filament. I guess they gave you a 10% off coupon. How's that for impromptu? How's that for I was not expecting that? That's nice. Where can you get the STL for the C3PO? The STL is... I'm going to keep this one out just in case. The STL is Play Action Toys. I love this guy's figures. So same with the Jawa. He's got all the Star Wars figures. Over here. There's the link. Yeah, Selena, links are allowed. We generally don't have a problem with them, with spammers around here. Thank you for asking first. That, by the way, everybody, not my affiliate account. I make nothing from it. That's not a complaint. It's just a FYI. Happy to make the referral. I think we can figure out how to make it a referral link, but gold, copper, black, tricolor. Oh, I didn't know they had one of those. All right, Selena, hook me up. Hook me up. I know. I owe you an email now. I know you sent an email right during my broadcast. More amazing colors will be available. Now I need to know. I'm going to need those colors, you know, Selena. I will need them. Yes, please. Because you know I'm going to be printing. Now you know what I'll be printing, too. This droid would look good, too, in the filament. I'm doing one in white. But it would look just as awesome in one of those tricolor filaments. Need more color. I agree. That's what I'm saying. A gold, copper, black. Ooh, I'm like, what, dude? Those are colors like everyone wants to and needs to try. Give me a second. Grab it. Let me grab. Hang on. Here's my affiliate link for that. Oops. Oh, hey. Thank you for following, Rapid. Welcome in. Not sure what brings you here, but happy to host you. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I can. Let's do this. I'll build the affiliate link here. There we go. All right, here's the affiliate link. If you want to give, I mean, you can get the coupon, the 10% off, the YouTube coupon. But if you want Locker Gnome, or I guess, you know, hi, Chris Perillo, the referral credit, you can use that link for it. Yeah, Luke's, or is it Lucas? It is a Prusa. It's a Prusa Mini. But I also have a Bamboo X1 Carbon, or Carbon X1, that is downstairs, printing elsewhere. I'm printing the blade for this lightsaber hilt. This is the Leia lightsaber hilt for my daughter. This is a test. The orange blade is a test because I want to print it in a blue silk on the bamboo. So this one's a test. You know any helmet STLs I can print on a Prusa Mark III? There are a lot of those, Rapid. If we don't know of any here, you can ask over on MakerDeck as well. There may be people who know specifics. Galactic Armory, I think, has a few. I've never purchased anything like that because I'm not really a helmet printer guy. I buy helmets, but I don't make them. Everything I make is pretty much... I like the small things. I like the Star Wars things. And Lord knows I'm overdue for printing more Star Wars things. Especially some bigger ones. But like I said, it's getting the filament. You know, like looking at a filament and going, you know, I wonder, I could do that. I could print this, that, and the other thing in that filament color. What's oh, it's a multiple use? Okay, there we go. Feisty Kitty, there's your answer. That's great. Thank you, Selena. Thank you. I'll follow up. Yeah, Selena was asking for a YouTube video. I mean, we upload the archives for these streams to YouTube. Hey, Boyd. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Does anybody here print metal? Boyd needs help printing something in a model in metal. If you're a metal printer or you print metal, he may need your help for a model that he has. Oh, you would have laughed at our stream. I was calling all the star helmets the wrong thing. No, Royal No Me. We'll teach you. We will teach you. Don't worry. We'll be patient. Does the Bamboo Lab make coffee? I need some of that. No. It would be on decaf. Although it looks like it's on coffee. It looks like it's on caffeine. either way, yeah, Selena, we can figure something out. You know, if you send, if I'll look at the filament, like a list of stuff, and come up with an idea for you, and we can figure something out. We can figure something out because, like, inevitably there's a lot of. Actually, where's that? Green, purple, copper, gold, copper, black. Oh my god, gold, copper, black is just incredible. Although it looks like silver to this end. It doesn't look black. Maybe it's a light black. It's a darker, like a dark silver, but blackish. See, I have one. I have the green or the red, blue, green, RGB. Isn't that what everybody wants? Everyone wants the RGB, yeah. Star Wars helmets, no worries. Royal Nomi, I knew exactly what you were talking about. Metal printing is a little outside the hobbyist realm. Oh, dang it. Well, I figured someone might be more industrial that might have something. Yoda shook his head from the Force Ghost realm. Jedi Royal Nomi is not. That's okay. It just takes a little bit of time. It's not, it's not. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm of the mindset that, if you want to learn, you will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Now, I'm hoping tonight the big where there's a will, there's a way is whether or not this tester is going to stay upright or if it's going to fall over. That's what I'm testing now. But even as a tester, it should still be usable. A lot of the co-extrusion filaments, some colors get overpowered by others. Yeah, I can see that. But they're fun, Feisty Kitty. You know what? Since trying silks, I gotta tell you, they are the most fun filaments that I've had a chance to play with, honestly. They're not without their faults, right? As I said, they can be a little brittle, but fun nonetheless. I mean, they're metal infused filaments. Yeah, see, I don't want to mess with that. Can imagine metal 3D printing may be problematic because people would make weapon parts. Oh, Dandrak, you're probably not wrong there. She will sit with me and watch all the cannons from now on. Good. Get her going. You know what? Royal Nomi. It depends. I mean, have you watched anything? A good starter, and I've said this to many people, The Mandalorian is a good starter show for Star Wars. Kenobi, I wouldn't say is a good one. Kenobi is like almost like a good dessert after watching all the movies. Kenobi's a good dessert. But Mandalorian's a good starter. Book of Boba Fett might be more of the dessert realm. Solo was fantastic. There's not a lot of core Star Wars in that, but it was a fun Star Wars movie. Core in the sense that, well, who's this character? Who's that character? I mean, you get bits and pieces, but... Give me a second. What the Oh, my dad. It's his birthday, like I said, and so they lit a giant candle. Oh yeah, so that we gave Jedi one of those candles last year or the year before. Yeah, that's funny. He got a blizzard. It's funny. Phantom Menace was your first Star Wars? Well, that's not a great first Star Wars, I don't think, but. Oh, you like the old Star Wars, not the new stuff? Royal, let me see. To me, it's all Star Wars. It's all Star Wars to me. Like, I can't discern. Like, now, like vintage and modern, like when it comes to toys and collectibles, yeah, I mean, I've got this mental separation. But Star Wars and Star Wars is Star Wars is Star Wars. So I can't say that I like one more than the other. I'm just glad that we have it. I'm glad we have the old stuff. I'm glad we have the new stuff. Great to watch Kenobi after the prequel series. If you knew nothing about Star Wars, attention would be great. Yes, I totally agree. I would watch Kenobi, as a matter of fact, after the prequels. It's like I said, it's more of a dessert. But you gotta watch the Clone Wars. You gotta watch the Bad Batch. You gotta watch Rebels. I mean, like, what? but they're cartoons. It's animated. I'm like, yeah, but it's so good. Even Visions is kind of fun if you're into anime. It's favorite one still mostly because I love to make fun of it. Also nostalgia. Yeah, Crack Pyrex. I don't make fun of it. I mean, I watch it. I just remember mentally where I was at that time. And it wasn't a bad place. It was a good place. It would be great to watch Kenobi after the prequel series. Yeah. Sennheiser. Oh, there we go. Dandrak, you're going back and forth. Can you show me something you just found out the Star Wars product and I love it? Sure. If it's Star Wars, I'm interested. You're not a huge Star Wars fan, but you're learning. That's okay. I'm a giant Star Wars fan. Giant. Huge. I don't just print it. You know, I'm not just doing it for oh, look at me, I'm cool. Star Wars. No. It's because I genuinely love this stuff. I'd say always have and always will. But it's one of those things where I don't know, it's just I can't imagine life without it. I just can't. I can't. Grew up with the OG trilogy, ones until the prequels. I really got into Star Wars. That's funny, Mystery Goat. That is funny. Well, it's like Star Wars figures. I didn't get into Star Wars figures until The Empire Strikes Back. Oh, and Google recommended to me an article about, it was an article for, the difference between hoarders and collectors or something like that, or 6 ways of knowing you're a hoarder or something. And I'm like, people have called me that in a pejorative way, and I'm like, I'm not a hoarder. And so I'm reading the article. It's like a collector is they have an intent, they have a focus, they collect, and there's usually an emotional connection to these things, and they might set up a set, like a character or a theme or, you know, a fandom. Like, so I was like, yeah, that's me. Like, you know, Star Wars. I was like, Star Wars, right? This is the theme. This is it. Whereas a hoarder. Hang on, let's see. Dang it. Let's see if I can find it again. I'll read it verbatim. Because I'm. How do I? Where's my history? History. Search. Hoard. There we go. 6 signs of hoarding disorder. You're gonna love this. Whoever linked the Vader toothpick dispenser I need. Oh, I have it. I don't need it. I have it. You went to New Hope at the drive-in in a car seat with my older brothers when it first came out. Oh man, to see it at the drive-in would have been awesome. And the first version of the original trilogy you saw was a Golden Special Edition VHS box set. There you go. All right, now listen up, people. Listen up, okay? The only area in which there's a difference was in categorization skills. This is the old stuff. Decluttering is the difference. Collectors selectively choose what they want to add to their collections, and items make sense in a group. Collecting reflects intention. Collectors value the pieces of their collections and may even feel an emotional tie to their collections. However, they don't randomly gather junk. This is one of the reasons why you don't see me 3D printing a lot of non-Star Wars things. There's a reason. I mean, because it becomes like, you know, is this tied to a fandom? Am I interested? Like, what is the themes, right? So, like the G.I. Joe figures that I have, apart from the vintage stuff that I might have grown up with, the Super 7. Like, I narrowed my focus to the 5 POA Super 7 because, like, this is fun. This is what I enjoyed. So that's the intent, right? It's not junk. Whether replicas, mugs, character-themed items, or movie memorabilia, each acquisition has intent and appreciation. Clutter-tolerant folks may use the stacks on flats method of storing items that they haven't processed yet. Clutter might be stacks of dirty clothes or even clean clothes in the bedroom, on a chair, floor, or bed, anywhere but the hamper or in the drawers. Newspapers, magazines, books, mail were common items that cluttered homes until all these contents became available electronically. This shift may actually have helped some folks tame clutter. However, empty shipping containers, packaging materials, takeout containers, empty cans or bottles, or dirty dishes remain common clutter makers. This clutter often piles up in basements, attics, closets, etc. People tend to recognize the clutter in their homes, don't enjoy its presence, and are cognizant that it's not the best way to live. So again, this isn't clutter. Then, here we go. This is the thing. I don't ever want to be called a hoarder. I don't ever want to have the stuff called junk or hoarding, or clutter. Hoarders are emotionally tied to their clutter and suffer from an inability to distinguish what is trash or treasure. Like, when I'm done, it's gone. Like, this is trash. Scrap, I'm gonna melt it down into Star Wars, or it's trash. Boxes and stuff, like, it's not collectible, it's gone. It's trash. Get rid of it. Cycle it. Often, a room is stacked with garbage or junk mixed in with items that hold significant value. Hoarders suffer from clutter blindness in that they can't even recognize their home's unsanitary and potentially hazardous state. So, either way, I'm a collector, not a hoarder. So I got to remember those definitions. This isn't clutter. This was brought together with intent. You know, if anybody, wants to come at me with, oh, you're hoarding, like, nah, by definition. And I've had to look it up because enough people accused me of it. Not hoarding, collecting. And printing more. Where's my... What's the over-under of total number of models? Oh, God. Hundreds of thousands. I wouldn't say millions, though. I can't imagine millions. Hey, Maybe C, good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Dreams for you. Wait a minute. Past 150,000? Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be fine. What brought up topic of clutter? Oh, nothing. The triple venti, the article was recommended to me on Google the other day, yesterday. I'm like, I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm like, well, I should look at this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I'm not a hoarder. Like, this to me, trash. This, trash. I might keep the cardboard, these pullouts. That's not trash. Now that it's the card here, because I didn't slice it off necessarily. The card itself, it's closer to a trash. That's right. You can print the BD1, and I've printed 2 BD1s. Keep it up, Palpatine. With a soft wood plate. I'm not... Wait, hey, you may be asking somebody else that question. I've got my cane. I've got... I had... Where'd he go? Oh. Gotta check. I'm not sure if I had already opened this, the Lando. That's the archive Lando, but definitely do not have an extra Dengar. Who is MakerDeck? I'll do you one better. Why is MakerDeck? Maybe C is taking all suggestions, curing jet lag. I thought, wasn't it melatonin? Melatonin? Maybe C? I seem to remember that. Although some people have argued that melatonin is just a bunch of hooey. A doctor argued that, as a matter of fact. The doctor said, yeah, it's just a bunch of psychosomatic. So I no longer take melatonin. Not my thing. Not anymore. Gengar's not exactly the most beautiful person in the world, but not my favorite bounty hunter, not my favorite figure. It was a part of the archive wave, so kind of had to. Don't really need the archive waves at this point. Like I said, I'm a sucker for the Star Wars. Use magnesium oil, topical. See, a lot of that stuff, I'm certainly not an expert, so I can't really speak to it, unfortunately. Trying to get Dengar to get his weapon in here, but I'm not sure if it's gonna. His finger, yeah, the trigger's a little too far. Kit Bash. Not my favorite of the archive waves, but for the people that missed him the first time around. Good bourbon, hard day's work. There you go. That'll do it. What's your favorite color for Bus? Honestly, the Polymaker Fossil Gray. Easily. Because it gives it that nice, kind of a stone, just or like a clay kind of appearance. So they all look good. In fact, the last one, the ones that I've printed, I have not printed any new Star Wars busts. I wanted to do a Mandalorian bust because the Boba Fett was the most recent one. I want to find a good Mando bust where the helmet's not completely out of shape. Oh, that's loose. It's okay. Boy, this is gonna be really. How am I gonna? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this R2-D2. Ooh. That failed. This leg failed on me. Oh, probably some leftover filament from the last one. I wonder if I could salvage. Hex 3D has a decent one. I don't have access to all of Hex's archives yet. There's that one. Okay, got that in. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to like glue. Yeah, I don't want to glue because it's kind of the idea of it is that it's mobile. Maybe what I need to do is glue that in. Sorry, I'm looking to see how to arrange this. I may have to reprint this part though. Oh, Hex has a page. Oh, okay. I'm a member of Hex's Patreon. It's kind of worth it. He pumps things a lot. He pumps out a lot. But you have to be a member of his Patreon for like, 3 months? In order to get access to the full archive, which is fine. It's not a complaint. You got Blue Marble and Prime Day Shopping Spree. Haven't used it yet. Well, there's a few filaments I haven't had a chance to try yet. Just a few. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so that got in. Oh, that... Dude, okay, that slid in almost too easily. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to glue... Well, this was meant to be in one position because the legs don't articulate. I'm so happy after that 3rd month, so much to choose from. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, things are gonna explode for me after the 3 months. I mean, like, look at all the Star Wars. And I've got one of the, I'm a member of, Wexters and Fotis Mints as well. Bad Batch helmets. I'm doing all 5. Oh, okay. Do they print well smaller? I don't want to do a full-size helmet. I just want to do like an easy helmet. Like one shot, not having to worry about it. I don't want to assemble anything or anything like that. You know, are they like that? Or is that how he does his helmets? You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like, I would print one like on a Mini, you know, or on the Bamboo, like almost like a bust, kind of just a print and done. You know what I'm saying? He has uncut and cut so it can size down. Okay, so I would use an uncut. You're gonna have so many. I've seen all his Grogu, but honestly, the amount of supports that his Grogus take are just, it's insane. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be printing a lot of his Grogu. I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And I've seen it. But, like, it's just a bit... It looks like it's way more than it needs to be. Fun, yes. But, like, then I'm thinking, like, well, what... You know, how many supports is this one going to need? That's incredible. And since I don't have resin, it's less of a... There we go. Sorry, I'm looking to see... I'm trying to glue this... 3PO, this R2 together. Because I'm going to be taking this R2 in for to the coffee shop. Although, I don't know if they put out my, the gonk that I gave him. I gave him that gonk, and they didn't immediately put it by the other ones. I'm like, what? Wait, is that... Oops. Glad I caught that. I think I need to be on the other side. There we go. Almost screwed up the... R2 here. It's just a simple low poly R2. Didn't take any time at all. I've printed them before. Not a lot of them though. R2's not necessarily my jam, but you've been downloading practical prints. Nice. You miss Seattle Coffee? Oh man. I'm on espresso now. I'm sorry, I've always been on espresso. I'm on decaf now, which is both good and bad. I mean, it's bad because it lacks the same kind of, you know, the flavor that I used to enjoy. But it's close enough. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing, you know, too much with it. Not too much. Oh, you were showing him the Badonka Gonk? It's funny. I haven't purchased anything from Galactic Armory. I mean, even at a discount, I just don't, I'm like, yeah, a lot of stuff I wouldn't print normally. Like, I'm not a helmet guy. Like, I like, if I had a helmet, it'd be like a baseball-sized helmet printout, you know, like something like that. But something to wear, I just assume either buy a Black Series or commission someone to print a helmet for me. Like, and doing it really nicely, too. Not like a crap... You know, I can pull off crap. But there are so many people out there who have far more skill than I do with that kind of stuff. Far more experience than I do. So, anyway, so, okay, the R2 is going. I've seen the figures, but the problem is I don't have resin. So I miss out on a lot of the things that so many everybody else that you partake in. I don't do resin. All right, so it looks like I'm 66% done. It's still going. An hour, 26 minutes left. 90 minutes left on the tester. And it's... I think I'm in luck. Right? That's why Royal Nomi trying to... Oh, yeah. Well, more power to you, man. I'm kind of jealous. Because I know it can be very dangerous. It can be very messy. and dangerous, and I'm not sure if we have the ability to pull it off around here, unfortunately. Oh, sounds like Diana and Jedi are home. They were, oh, hang on. Jedi was gonna answer. Sorry, daddy things. Well, they must have had fun. They were gone for quite a while. Oh, Krusty, thank you for helping Boyd. Thank you very much for helping Boyd, Krusty. Enjoy it, Chris. We miss ours. Yeah. It's there's not much I can do. It is what it is. Jedi may be asking a friend to spend the night again. She just did the other night, though. So... I think it's okay. Sorry, Daddy, protect your anxiety. Yeah, no, I feel you. You might not be able to. Did learn it's important to research before you buy. Yes, Royal Nomi. Take notes. Take notes. See, that's the beautiful thing about buying the Star Wars stuff. It's like it's all known quantities for the most part. I've got a mess to clean up here though, because I was unboxing a lot of the figures, removing them from the packages. Unboxing. Hey, same old Shane is streaming. He's doing Gunpla. We're rating same old Shane. Oh my god, this is great. Huge MakerDeck supporter. Very helpful guy. Amazing dude. I have not done one model like that yet. I want to do a Transformers model. I want to print I've been meaning to print a Bumblebee. I've been meaning to print a Bumblebee. I have. So we're rating Shane tonight. For sure. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the force be with you always. Keep an eye on MakerDeck. We're still marching to the path to partner, so everybody who's watching absolutely matters. You count, you matter. Thank you for loading it simultaneously with the other streamers, if you can, if you will. Thank you so much for an amazing conversation, an amazing evening. Can't imagine a better time could have had doing anything else apart from hanging out with you. Thanks again for supporting MakerDeck getting to Earth. Your tips over on MakerDeck absolutely will help towards that goal. We're almost halfway there, and it's over in October, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Use the Perillo Raid or Maker D1 Raid emotes. Shane knows. He knows. Just like Bo, he knows. We're going to be Tuscan rating. Fellow geek, fellow 3D printer, person who loves building and printing like mecha and model, like, you know, mecha and Transformers, that the entire space. Shane is the dude. He is, and he's streaming now. Here we go. Tuscan rating, same old Shane. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. And take it away, Shane.